Hi, okay, today we are going to give Raleigh, our 2-year-old Maltese, a quick brush, and then we're going to do an eye whitening treatment. Shouldn't take too long. As you can see, he's pretty well behaved. We get him up here on an elevated surface. He sits. I would recommend getting up on an elevated surface. We had to work on this with him for a while. I'll get him used to it, sitting on a nice soft base to sit on. We got treats. We have a hand towel. We have a couple of implements, some brushes, some combs, and then for the eye stuff, we have a toothbrush, a fine tooth comb, a makeup brush, and then a scissors, blunt tip scissors to cut out any gunky stuff in case anything gets stuck. For other special products, we have some tear stain wipes. We have some tear stain powder. And then in a bowl here, I just have some warm soapy water. I use some whitening shampoo in there. All right, so first of all, we're gonna get the eye stains wet so that any built up material and gunk in there can soften up. We had to take a hand towel, wrap around my finger, just get a little bit wet there so you can really get into the eye area. Now we had to work on this with him for a little while because he didn't really like people coming at his face, but here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna see he does resist this a little bit, so you kind of grab him around the head, not too hard. If he fights, that's okay. Be careful not to get it in the eye itself, but you're kind of going for the corner of the eye. In the brown area, you can see it's all wet in there. So that'll dry, that'll soften up. Give that a few minutes. We're gonna do a quick brush with everything else. If your dog doesn't like any of these steps, work with them, give them lots of treats, lots of love, lots of care. So that's one brush. Do another brush. Raleigh here fell in the pool yesterday, right before bedtime, so he's got a little bit of a bedhead here, but that's okay. How you doing, buddy? Some people like to use like a grooming table, which is good. It's got a support on it. You can hold on to the dog with a leash and a collar so they don't fall off. He's pretty well behaved, so I don't do that. But you are going to want to keep an eye on them. Okay, last bit. Get the ears. He gets a lot of mats around the ears. Doesn't really like this too much. Okay. All right, we're going to take a little break. Give him some rewards for being a very good dog here. All right. How you doing? He likes cheese. All right. So now we're going to take the fine tooth comb and we're going to gently comb away from the eyes, and this should hopefully capture any kind of loose bits. We didn't really get anything there. Sometimes you might need to wet the tip of the comb to get a little extra stuff in there. All right, we got a little bit of a eye sleep in there. And I'm holding him around the head and kind of under the jaw and just kind of comb the stuff away. You can see we got a little bit there in the comb, and that's the stuff that's going to dry and build up and really be kind of nasty. So now that we got that out, just rinse off the comb a little bit. We'll take our eye wipe. I like to fold it on one eye, one half on the other eye. Again, I have to kind of grab them by the head a little bit. You might need to work on your dog with this if they're not used to being held this way. Really get in there, loosen things up. Really do the detail work scrubbing wise. Okay, not too much. That's good. I'm gonna take an old child's toothbrush, go in, get a little soapy water in there, gently comb away anything that's in there. Again, going away from the eye. Away from the eye. I'm holding his head the whole time. We really had to work on him with this. A lot of treats, a lot of love. Get in there. We're getting close to the end here. Now it's at this point, if there were any bits or some long hair that was really heavily stained, I would come in here and just gently cut away little bits. We had to do that a couple days ago, so you can see he's got shorter hair in there, but that's okay. Now this last step is important. You have to make sure everything is really dry before you apply the eye powder. So I come in here with the towel, I find a dry part, again, holding his head the whole time. Really get in there, dry off the parts where the tear stains build up. Almost done, buddy. And then this is the part I really had to learn. I didn't know anything about makeup brushes. Again, so grab his head, one edge of the makeup brush, and just kind of dab it in there. And then I just kind of brush it in. Good job. Now he knows this is sort of the end of the thing. He's excited. He knows he's going to get some treats. You sit. Sit. There you go. Good job. Sit. He usually does this better on the ground. There you go. Just sit. Good job. There you go. And that's it.